I'm Dr. Beverly Wixon, and I'm a former public school English teacher turned money mindset coach. If you're watching the live, please do me a favor and say hi so I can say hi back. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. And again, say hi so I can say hi back. You know, you might wonder why I chose to be a money mindset coach. Now, I've told you it's because I quit believing the lies about teachers don't make any money and teachers never have any money and teachers are always broke. And I quit believing those and totally changed my life, practically 10x'd my savings when I did that in 6 years. But I also became a money mindset coach because I love listening to Suze Orman. And one day she made the comment that the way we do money is the way we do everything. I stopped and I looked at my life. I also looked at my money. I looked at the fact that I was just stuffing my money into my back pocket. I was just throwing it into my purse when I left a cash register. And this was even as I was starting to do money mindset work. And I started to see these things. And I realized that, yes, I threw my coins in a jar, a little counter thing, but it was dusty. It wasn't pretty. It's just a clear jar. So, which is okay because, I could see the money, but it was dusty. And so I started thinking about, and my wallet at the time, I'd had it for a long time, and it was nice, but it was like to get it into my purse. So it had these issues, and it had a little piece of the metal was popping off, so it, would poke me a lot. So I started looking at all these different things and thinking, yeah, look at my life. I was in a job that I felt like was poking me all the time, kind of toxic. I was in a relationship that was toxic. My house was looking as cluttered as my purse. I wasn't happy. And so I started changing the way I took care of my money. Now, I had always been one that if I put my money into my wallet, I had the bills facing the same way. Not OCD, it's just my mother was a teller for years and that's what she taught me to do. So I decided that I needed to do this with lots of different things. So I took that first thing I did was I took the jar of coins and I dusted it off and cleaned it all up and, Windexed it, and even though it was plastic, did all these things to make it look a little prettier. Secondly, I got another little jar, just a little thing to hold some coins in for when it was overflowing or something that I would just keep by the door in case I needed, in case some little kid came by or was outside and needed a quarter or something, because that frequently happened. And part of the reason I want to talk to you about this today is that I did throw my money in my wallet, in my purse the other day, and I haven't done that in years. But, well, I take that back. I've done it, but I left it that way. I was at Walgreens and got my second shot, and I was, you have to wait 15 minutes, so I was at the cash register, and when she cashed me out, she gave me my change back. The next person started walking toward the register, even though I was still standing there, just barely getting my money. So I just threw it all in there and left the store. When I got home, I made sure to take the bills out. I didn't take the coins out. And I thought about that today. So I went and took the coins out today, and here they are. These are the coins that were in there. It's just pennies and dimes. Oops. And I just dropped one. So, and I shouldn't have just said what I just said. I said they were just pennies and dimes. And I don't like to use the word just because pennies and dimes are important. That's like saying, oh, the baby's just 2 months old, so it's okay if I don't give him a bath. Seriously? Yeah, there's a problem with that. Same thing with pennies and dimes. They may seem small, they may be small in denomination, but they're important. First of all, they're coins, so they're important to you. They had been in my purse, and I carry airborne in my purse from the last plane flight I was on. It was still in there, and it had popped open. And so they stuck to it. So now they're all sticky. So I have to wash them because they're coins. They need the bath just like the 2-month-old baby needs the bath. Because if I throw them into the jar with coins, then the other coins are going to get sticky. And I don't want that. So I got to put them in there. The other thing I did with my bills is I took them out. I did take the bills out as soon as I got home. And they were ones and fives. And I keep my ones and fives in a little box by the door so that I can tip. I started doing it a few years ago so I could tip the pizza guy or tip the florist or whomever. And also because my lawn guy charges $55. So he never had change. So rather than give him 60, I would always have five. So I keep ones and fives. And when it gets to be a nice little stack, then I take it to the bank. Notice they are all facing the same direction. I have fives on the bottom and ones on the top, just because of denomination. Because I take care of my money. Rather than mixing it all up, I keep it separated. And I keep it in a lovely little box that I got in Europe. Love it. I also changed out that wallet, that little ratty wallet that was, like I said, it was looking worn. It had pieces of metal sticking out of it. It was hard to get into my purse. And I bought a new wallet. Nice leather red wallet. And I know some people say, oh, you should have a red wallet. But red's my favorite color. So, one of my favorite colors. And it's got a little bit of purplish and pink purplish pink here inside. And that's another one of my favorite colors. So, I keep, and now I have a nice, pretty wallet that I love to keep my money in. I mean, think about it. Would you go to a bank that if you walked into the bank, it had garbage all over it, the pens were lying on the floor, the deposit slips and things were just scattered about? Would you use that bank? No, you wouldn't. You'd leave and go to another one. You'd find another one if you were looking for a bank. And if that was your bank, you'd start thinking about, okay, first of all, what's going on? Because it didn't look like this when I started. And if it looked that way a couple of times, you'd probably pull your money out. Or at least start using a different branch. Because you don't want to go into a place where your money's housed. And if they take care of the lobby that way, think of what they'd be doing in the vault with your money. So it's the same way you need to treat your money at home. Keep it nice and neat and safe. Because the way you do money is truly the way you do everything. So I want you to look at the way you've got your money in your wallet or in your purse right now. Is it crumpled up? Is it just thrown in there, thrown about? And then look at your life and see what's going on. Barring the fact that it's still COVID time, still in a pandemic, look at how you're treating other people, how you're treating yourself. Because that's one of the things I realized was how I was treating myself. I was allowing all this toxicity into my life when I was crumpling up my money. It's not here now. Even with a pandemic going on, I don't feel like I'm in a toxic environment at all. Because I started treating my money better. I started treating me better. I started treating people in my life better. I started treating my house better. All kinds of things have changed because of the way I changed my thoughts about money. Now, you might think you're loving money too much. Well, I know that people say, the Bible says, the love of money is the root of all evil. Consider this, and I've said this before. In Jesus' time, Greek was the common language. There are over 6 words in Greek that translate into English as the word love. The Bible was translated into English by an English king, a British king. He was James I of England, James VI of Scotland. Okay, he was a Catholic king taking over after a Protestant queen, Elizabeth I, who took over after a Catholic queen, Mary, or the family, Mary and Edward. So there'd been this was the Protestant Reformation, and it was still a part of it. And James was not being well liked because there were Protestants who wanted to kill him, and of course there were Catholics who were loving the fact that the Catholics was back on the throne, and the fact that there was a man back on the throne. So there were all kinds of issues going on, and there was also a lot of poor people. So if you're going to translate something, and you're a king, and you want to keep ruling, and you want to make everybody happy with you, and the fact that you have all this opulence and they don't, what do you tell them? Well, the love of money is the root of all evil, so you can't love money. But love has a synonym: worship. Think about that. If, when it was said, the actual thing was the worship of money is the root of all evil, that makes so much more sense to me. We don't want to worship our money. I'm not worshiping it by having a nice place to place it. I'm just showing it that I care. I'm nurturing it. I'm taking care of it. I think it's okay to take care of our money, to love our money. It is a completely different thing to worship our money. So I want you to tell me, I would love to hear from you how you're taking care of your money, how your money looks in your wallet right now, or your purse, what your wallet or purse looks like right now. And put that in the comments or send me a DM and tell me about it. And I'd love to help you change all that so that you can change your life. So if you're frustrated, if you're feeling overworked because you're working an extra job or something, working really, really hard to make a brighter future for your children or for you, then come on over to Abundance Personified. Give me a call. Let's talk. Let's figure out an easier way to do it, because I can make it easier for you to bring in that money, for you to allow money to come to you, to clear your blocks and allow money to flow to you rather than having to work 2, 3, 4 jobs forever. Okay? So come on over. Let's talk. Let's find a way to make it easier for you and make you have a brighter, happier life starting now. So, if you have any questions, I would love to hear them. Come on over to Abundance Personified. Let's have a coffee chat. DM me and I'll let you know how to do that. And until the next time we chat, take care of your money. Clean your coins if they're sticky. Put them in a nice little jar. Get a good new wallet. And have a fabulous, incredibly wonderful, and abundant day. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.